Hi guys, today we're going to talk about adding JSON configuration support to a .NET Core console application. So let's go ahead and add a console project in Visual Studio. Take the default values, it's .NET 8. So as you can see, the project comes with just a console.writeLine statement. So I'm going to add two NuGet packages. Let me open the NuGet Manager console. Sorry, it's already open. So let me cd into it. Let's see where we are. Okay, let's cd into console project, and I am going to copy paste the .NET um, add package commands. Basically, we're going to add Microsoft extensions.configuration. That's the base package. Cool. It's got added. Let's check that. There it is. Now we're going to add an additional package that can help us reading the configuration from JSON file. So, which is basically extensions.configuration.json. Right. So it also got added. Cool. Now we can instantiate the builder configuration into a variable. So let's go ahead and declare a variable config equal to a new configuration builder. It adds necessary usings, and then we call the dot build method on it. Okay. Okay. So let's add a JSON, let's call it a method to add JSON file. So that we call it as like this. And then let's pass in the input as app settings.json. So we're calling the configuration as app settings.json. Now what we need to do is we need to obviously create this file to the project. So let me save this project and let me add a new item. We pick the JSON configuration, JavaScript configuration file. We rename it to appsettings.json. Cool. It came up with some default values. I'm going to remove them and add some sample settings. So it's basically a set of configuration key value pair under the heading settings. Okay. So let's go ahead and check the program file, and we put a breakpoint over here, and let's run it. By default, it's going to error. The reason for that is that the JSON file is not available to the runtime. So let's wait for the error. There you go. So let's stop the project, and we go to the properties of the JSON file, and we change it to a called content, and then we copy it when there are some changes to it. Okay. So now let's run that. The project shouldn't complain now. So if you inspect the config variable, you can see it read the configuration. Cool. Now we can access the values uh, using an array. So let's write let's write the output into a debug window, right? So let's put a breakpoint over here. So as you can see, it wrote the value into the uh, debug window. Now, alternatively, we can read the section details into an array variable like this. So let's declare a variable var temp settings equal to config dot. There is a method called get required section, and we pass in the settings header. So we stored the configuration under the heading settings. So all right. So once again we stop the project and rerun it. So now the array is in the temp settings variable. Okay. So we can improve it further by adding a class to store these settings for us, right? So let me go ahead and add a class, and we call it as settings for now. Okay. Now to bind the values into the class, we need an additional package, and let's go ahead and add that additional package as well. So let me run that. It's called binder extension. Cool, the binder extension got added. Now what we can do is we can bind the values um, to our class. So let's declare another variable settings equal to, we do the same command like above, except that now we're going to binding it, we're going to bind it to a class. Settings, and we get, we call the get method, and we pass out our class as st, right? There you go. Now if you run and inspect the settings, now all the three variables are populated in the settings class. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.